Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in a resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow yourself to release any feelings of tension, particularly tension around the muscles in your face. Breathing in and breathing out. And just feel, with every inward breath, you're breathing in a wonderful feeling of resourceful relaxation. And as you exhale, just feel that you're releasing whatever your body is holding on to that it doesn't need. Perhaps once a week, the rubbish that gets accumulated in your home gets collected and taken away. And I want you to imagine, here, right now, every outward breath is you taking out that trash. And maybe that's psychological, mental, emotional, or physical, like muscle tension. Feel that you're breathing in that resourceful relaxation, and as you exhale, just feel that you're taking out whatever isn't needed. And maybe you can imagine taking the bags of old cartons, rotting food, and putting them outside. And just imagine that in your outward breath, your intuition is doing that for you. Meaning that things that aren't needed get to leave and replaced with empowering sensations, emotions, and ideas that improve the quality of your life. As you breathe in and breathe out, acknowledge all those mini victories, progress, those tiny improvements that compound one on top of each other. In life, rarely do you get a complete transformational change. I want you to think some of your biggest achievements came from victories upon victories upon victories. Before you could read, you had to talk. But after you could learn to read, you could learn specialist knowledge. And with that specialist knowledge, you became wiser, smarter. And isn't it interesting that the more you learned, the more you desire to learn? So as you breathe in and breathe out, acknowledge that all these tiny successes are not insignificant. What if they are the stepping stone to the next stepping stone? That when you look back and look at all of those stepping stones, it seems like magic. Imagine breathing in a healing white light, feeling the intensity of that healing power, so that you start to perceive things just as sensations, perceptions, a level of awareness. I want you to imagine you're standing in a room with what appears to be old-fashioned scales, just like the scales of justice. And I want you to imagine seeing them currently out of balance, not in equilibrium. And at some level, I want you to feel that your intuition, your unconscious, is letting you know that whereas you're closer to balance than you have been in the past, You're not yet in total equilibrium. And maybe when you are in total equilibrium, certain sensations of the past become less noticeable. Because what if the function of certain sensations is to covertly encourage you to find more balance? And therefore, the more balanced your life becomes, the less need there is from anything unconscious to steer you in the right direction. I want you to think of a time that you were taking a journey and you took a wrong turn. And maybe the satellite navigation system kept telling you again and again, you need to make a U-turn, you need to turn around. But notice that when you got back on track, the navigation unit didn't need to communicate as much. And what if sensations that you've been feeling are just like a navigation unit telling you that you're going in the wrong direction, and you don't have to get to the destination, but simply by moving in the right direction, the purpose behind any sensations starts to alleviate, because the function is no longer there. Start to imagine these old-fashioned scales becoming more balanced. As in your mind's eye, I want you to create 3 giant letters: B, M, and S. And maybe in the past, you gave them different meanings. I want you to imagine changing the meaning of the past into a new empowering meaning for you. The B will no longer represent burning. It will represent balance. And in particular, a desire for more balance. The M will no longer refer to your mouth, but to the word mindful. And the S will no longer refer to the word syndrome, which has connotations of an illness, an affliction, an incurable disease. But instead, you will take ownership, and you will have the S mean sensations. So now, BMS from this point onwards, for you represents balanced, mindful sensations. Every sensation in your mouth is a gentle reminder to embrace balanced, mindful sensations, guiding you toward harmony. And as you notice any sensations, let them guide you to seek balance, perhaps through a book that captures your imagination, or a song that resonates with your soul. Imagine every sensation transforming into a signal, leading you to more mindful moments, whether in quiet reflection or perhaps in the beauty of nature. With every breath, envision drawing in serenity and exhaling any discomfort, replacing it with balanced, mindful sensations. Allow each sensation to be a stepping stone towards deeper mindfulness, noticing the intricate details of your surroundings, diminishing awareness of discomfort. Visualize the sensation in your mouth as an invitation to explore new knowledge. With every learning experience, diluting any discomfort. And as you engage in good conversations, let the warmth of connection transform any sensations into moments of joy and mindfulness. Let this new acronym, BMS, remind you that you have the power to bring balance and mindfulness into every sensation, turning challenges into opportunities for growth. And sometimes all it can take is a new song, or perhaps an old favorite, being perceived through high-quality audio. And as you feel the wonderful frequency of those audio waves, notice your ability to notice details, a drum beat that wasn't there before, the introduction of string instruments, a particular note or key of a piano. Mindfulness is simply noticing. So allow BMS to give you the superpower to notice those things that improve the quality of your life. And what if that's the goal it had all along? To notice what's happening in the present, but also memories can be chosen. And every time you remember a great memory, you can be mindful of the memory, which means you have infinite choice of wonderful things to be mindful about. See every moment of mindfulness as a brush stroke on the canvas of your life, painting over the sensations with vibrant colors of joy and balance. Let the richness of the world around you, its textures, sounds, and scents, draw your attention away from any discomfort, any amplified sensations, and instead allow you to embrace the fullness of balanced, mindful sensations. Remember, with each sensation, you're invited to deepen your connection with the present moment, finding peace and balance in the here and now. As you learn to frame sensations as signals for more balance or mindfulness, notice how your life becomes enriched with positive experiences and less focused on discomfort. Feel that you can embrace the empowerment that balanced mindful sensations, the new acronym for BMS, brings, seeing it as a strategy to navigate your condition with grace and resilience. Feel that BMS is desirable for you. Who wouldn't want balanced, mindful sensations? And whether in reality or in your imagination, let nature's tranquility be a balm for your sensations, each leaf and breeze carrying away any challenging sensations and leaving you with a sense of balance and peace. With every detail you notice in your daily life, you're giving permission to the sensations in your mouth to become less significant, overshadowed by the beauty and wonder around you. BMS is no longer an affliction. It's a beacon, guiding you to practices that foster mindfulness and balance, making each day a journey towards well-being. Realize that you can allow balanced, mindful sensations to redefine your experience, seeing every sensation as an opportunity for personal growth and mindfulness. You can invite music's healing melodies to fill your senses. Each note, a gentle reminder that balance and harmony are within reach, within seconds, softening any perceptions, feelings, anything you notice in your mouth. As the new acronym for BMS becomes part of your daily language, let it symbolize your commitment to transforming your condition into an empowering path towards equilibrium, enriched living, gratitude, and being mindful of all the wonderful things to be mindful for. Breathe in and breathe out and notice. Even just these thoughts and ideas have introduced more balance. And I want you to see that balancing scales in perfect equilibrium. Feel tension leave your body. Feel a wonderful sensation of hope and optimism. And realize any sensations in your mouth are just like messages from a sat-nav for you to take action in an empowered way to steer your life in a positive direction. Breathing in and breathing out, feel like you can return now to the present, feeling empowered, positive, more balanced and more mindful. As very soon I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling you're moving in exactly the right direction. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.